got a 100-room resort at the bottom of it. We're gonna have a bowling alley. There's gonna be an indoor swamp, a shooting range. It's gonna be fucking awesome.
A shooting range? Okay. I didn't think it could get more American, but okay, I guess so. Hi YouTube! Welcome to another video! Today we're watching the most American thing ever! Bass Pro Shops! I'm not American, so I'm very curious. If you enjoy my content, please like and subscribe. Come over to Twitch to watch me live. Maybe I'm live right now, maybe. And yeah, let's go!
Nothing is normal. Absolutely nothing. Every time I start a video, I was like, this is a cool company. I'm sure completely normal things are happening there. Never happens, okay? Started working on a Cabela's video, found out that they're actually owned by Bass Pro Shop. Okay, I'm gonna do a Bass Pro Shop video. And now there's Indian spiritual leaders and crystal skulls and pyramids and curses involved, and I don't even know what's going on.
Wait!
Today we're talking about the most American thing that has ever happened. That time that we took the world's 7th largest pyramid and turned it into a Bass Pro Shops. Okay.
Dude, the pyramid is... Wait, I thought it was a Bass Pro Shop to begin with, actually. But we've seen this in the US States Explained video. That's so awesome. That's so silly.
And just so
I haven't tried bass. I really want to try fishing sometime.
Time that we took the world's 7th largest pyramid and turned it into a Bass Pro Shops. Okay, and just so we're all on the same page, it is not the simple fact that America turned the world's 7th largest pyramid into a bait and tackle shop that's the most American thing ever. No, the most American thing is the story of how it happened, because it reads like a redneck Indiana Jones script and it's absolutely insane, but we're gonna get to it right after a word from our sponsor.
Delete me.
Why are you dressed like that? Why do you have a Tech 9?
I'm going to the farmer's market.
Okay, that explains the outfit. Explain the Tech 9.
Why did she say delete me?
Muriel's getting on my turf again.
You look like you're gonna go do a drive-by in a carriage. All right, here's the deal. Super simple, straightforward
Oh my
business
God,
model.
it's
You
this
give them
again.
money,
It's
they
this
turn around
again,
and
you
make sure
guys.
the data brokers
We
on the
need
internet
to-
aren't
we
selling
need
your
to do
personal
this.
information. What does that even mean? Okay, here's the entire internet and every free service on the planet inside of a nutshell, okay? There's a saying, if you're not paying for the product, you are the product. What that means is pretty much anything on the internet that you use, that's a service, whether that be Google, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, all of it, okay? It's all an app, so one of two things is happening. They're either gonna feed you ads, and that's how that company makes money since their service is free, or they're gonna collect your personal information, then turn around and sell it to data brokers on the internet, and then they're gonna turn around and sell it to whoever buys it, and next thing you know, you're getting 17,000 robocalls every single day.
It looks like I don't have anything on if I'm only showing myself neck up. Anyway.
And that's where Delete Me comes in. They will look through all the major data brokers and find the ones that are selling your personal information and submit opt-out requests on your behalf, and then they are legally obligated to comply. And then they'll continue to monitor these data brokers, and if they get your information again, Delete Me will submit an opt-out request again. Basically, you're paying Delete Me to get rid of all the downsides.
I'm peeking.
of all of the free stuff on the internet, which I think is absolutely worth it. If you want to check them out, I'll have a link and a discount code down below. Let's get back to the video. All right,
Okay.
buckle up. Things are about to get weird. Alex Jones may or may not be involved. Regardless, our story begins in 1948 when
No, I wanted to show you guys the full ad. I didn't want to cover the name or the link, so you know.
Weird Alex Jones may or may not be involved. Regardless, our story begins in 1948 when Johnny Morris, the founder of Bass Pro Shops, is born. He grows up as the son of a World War II veteran that after coming back home from the war opens up a liquor store. That goes well, so he opens up another liquor store soon. He's got an entire chain of regional liquor stores called Brown Derby. Why on earth did they call it that? I have no idea. So then why did I bring it up? Because it kind of sounds like a gay bar and I think that's funny. Moving on. So Johnny spends his childhood growing up in Springfield,
Not
Missouri. His
wrong.
dad owns a chain of liquor stores in the Midwest. There's absolutely no way that guy's not making a ton of money. There's literally nothing to do in the Midwest other than drink
Oh my God. Wait, what?
and figure eight race, which if we're being
Wait, I didn't expect the South to have like... Wait, they're not drinking... Wait, what is this place? Why are they not drinking here? Is that... No, that's not Nevada, right? Nevada is this one, I think? What is the state? Is alcohol illegal there? What the heck? Living in the Midwest, drinking and fishing are pretty much the way to go here. I mean, to be honest, that sounds kind of awesome. is that Utah? Is that Utah? I'm so guys, I'm sorry. I forgot where all the states are. European moment. God damn it. My guess is no data.
Being honest, is just racing with an intersection while you're half drunk anyways.
Hell yeah.
So Johnny presumably has a pretty good childhood because his dad is taking him on all these hunting trips. He's going bass fishing out at Lake of the Ozarks, and he ends up becoming this huge outdoors guy. He goes off to college where he, and I quote, majored in fishing.
You can do
What?
that?
Comes back home from college, doesn't really know.
He majored in fishing. That's pretty cool.
What he wants to do, but he does know it's a humongous pain in the ass to find good fishing equipment because remember, this is like the 1970s. There is no Amazon. You can't get on the internet and buy all the fishing stuff, okay? Bass Pro Shops doesn't exist yet. You got to know a guy that knows a guy that's making lures in his basement if you want to get good fishing tackle. So Johnny, fresh home from college where he just learned the laws of supply and demand, there's a huge demand for fishing stuff and there's a very low supply of it, figures he's going to fill that gap and he's probably going to make some money doing it. So he takes out a $10,000 loan, rents a U-Haul, travels the entire United States making connections with local bait and tackle shops and buying up all of their inventory, and then brings it back to Springfield, Missouri and starts Bass Pro Shops in the back of one of his dad's liquor stores. Now,
that's so good, honestly. I mean, he was, oh my god, he majored in fishing. He was he was made for this job. And like, he was so like, it's interesting that wasn't the thing. That there wasn't like a fishing store.
Remember what I said, there is no Amazon. You can't get online and order all your fancy bass fishing equipment. You gotta know a guy that knows a guy, and pretty soon Johnny Morris becomes that guy. His phone number is getting passed around the fishing community like wildfire. The next thing he knows, he's getting phone calls from other states all over the country, placing orders, and then he's mailing stuff to people. This goes on for about 2 years, and then after that, he realizes he has an enormous catalog of names, addresses, and phone numbers of all the big fishermen all over the United States of America. So he takes a risk. He prints out 10,000 Bass Pro Shops catalogs in 1974 and mails them to absolute.
Oh, you guys remember when catalogs were a thing? Did you guys have that as well? Like, you know, catalogs where you can just order stuff in. There would be like an order number, and like my mom would give them to me sometimes, and then I could like look at what I wanted. I mean, we didn't do that a lot because, you know, we are obviously Amazon was already a thing, but no, it's not old. Yeah, it's just catalogs, and then for clothing and stuff, for example, but also like pretty much anything. I think you could just order from a catalog, and then you could order either by calling them or by sending a letter. That's so silly. Magazines? Oh, is that a But they were thick. I think magazines are more like thin, right?
Absolutely everybody with all of his products inside. This explodes into a humongous mail order business, which is basically the Amazon of its time. And as he continues to grow the business, he's like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna start selling fishing boats out of my catalog too. But I'm not just gonna sell the boat. I'm gonna sell the boat with the motor and the trailer, all for one price, one-stop shop. You get everything. Up until this point.
No, that's smart. It's like selling a pre-made PC, a pre-built PC.
If you wanted to buy a fishing boat, you had to go buy the boat, then you had to go buy the motor, then you had to figure out how to get a fucking trailer. It was a whole day-long event. Now you could just call up Johnny and have the boat delivered to you. It was perfect. His boats end up becoming the most popular boat in America and the most manufactured boat on the planet. Then in 1980, he realizes, like, you know what? I bet people would really appreciate a place where they could just drive their truck, pick up the boat on the trailer, be able to look at all the fishing lures, all the stuff I have for sale. I'm gonna build an enormous retail place. He builds the world's first Bass Pro Shops outdoor world. It is 300,000 square feet. There's fish tanks, there's exotic animals stuffed all over the walls. It's not just a store.
Exotic animal stuff. Oh, I really like the look of it. I've seen pictures of this before, right? It just looks like a little town with fish stuff. Cause it's like, you know, it just looks like a little house, a little hut.
There's fish tanks.
Like, what the fuck? Why is there like a straight up a waterfall?
Bass Pro Shops outdoor world is 300,000 square feet. There's fish.
What is that? Holy shit! It's actually an attraction to just go there.
Tanks, there's exotic animals stuffed all over the walls. It's not just a store. It's basically like a dead zoo, except the fish are alive. It's basically Willy Wonka's chocolate factory for rednecks, okay? People travel from hours and hours away to make their pilgrimage to Bass Pro Shops. Okay, I can't stress to you enough how big of a deal the first Bass Pro Shops was, okay? To this day, the Bass Pro Shop in Springfield, Missouri is considered the largest tourist attraction in the state of Missouri.
It's a freaking... I don't know what this says about Missouri or Bass Pro Shop. I mean, you know, it's really awesome. I would like to visit this as well, but like, what does that say about Missouri? Oh no. Oh.
One singular store gets over 4 million customers a year, okay? That's like 11,000 people a day inside of this bait and tackle shop. Okay, and at this point you're like, wow, that's a lot of people. No, that's a metric fuck ton of people going to buy fishing lures, okay? Disneyland gets 40,000 people a day. You've got 25% the business volume of Disneyland.
What? And like it's a single shop. It can't be as big as Disneyland. I wonder how crowded it is. I hope it's not too crowded. One day I want to visit, and I don't like it crowded.
And all you're doing is selling fishing equipment. Johnny Morris is literally the Walt Disney of rednecks at this point. Buh! How can we keep saying everybody that shops at Bass Pro Shops is a redneck? Buh! Don't do the whole I'm gonna get offended over literally nothing bit, okay? Nobody cares, okay? At the end of the day, there's only two types of outdoor people, okay? There's Patagonia wearing outdoor people, and there's Bass Pro Shop outdoor people, okay? You've got outdoor people that want to save the environment, you've got outdoor people that want to eat the environment, okay? If you are the ones that want to eat the environment, sorry, you're a redneck. That's just how it goes.
I think we offended somebody out here.
That ain't funny, is it, sis?
Oh, damn.
Anyways, outdoor world, outrageously successful. So when you find something that works, you keep doing it. So he opens up another one, and another.
It's okay to be a redneck. It's okay.
Another one.
Another one.
And then another one. And next thing you know, he's got over 200 Bass Pro Shops, outdoor worlds all over the country. So now at this point, Johnny Morris has built the business out wide, and the only place left to go is up and down. He vertically integrates the entire thing. So Johnny Morris figures, okay, well, who's upstream of me? I'm the middleman. I basically buy shit from a factory. I sell it in my store. I deliver it to the customer. Cool. I'm going to go backwards, and I'm going to start buying all the factories that make the shit in my stores. He buys out the boat company that makes all these boats, which to this day is still the most popular boat in America and the company that makes the most boats in the world. He buys the company that manufactures the four-wheelers that he sells in his stores. He buys up anything and everything that he can, and then he makes that the Bass Pro brand. And in doing so, his brand is now absolutely everywhere. It's on boats, it's on ATVs, it's on clothing.
I want the Bass Pro Shop cap. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm like so... Is this how like marketing works? I don't know why I'm so invested into Bass Pro Shop, but like it would be so cool to have like a fishing cap and like fishing merchandise. I've never even fished in my life, but I like the thought of fishing. I really want to try it. I want to do it. Like IRL. I love fishing in games. I just haven't done it IRL. When am I like a poser if I get a Bass Pro Shop cap without fishing? Oh my
It's
god.
on dining room sets, it's on fishing equipment, it's absolutely everywhere, to the point that everybody in America knows that brand. It's one of the most recognizable brands of all time. And in doing so, it's kind of polarizing, right? There's only two types of people in regards to Bass Pro Shop. There's people that like it and want to shop there, and those people are going to buy his merch and rep the company because
Me.
it's awesome. And then there's people that want to make fun of the people that shop at Bass Pro Shop. And guess what they're going to do? They're also going to buy his merch to wear it ironically in an attempt to make fun of those people. Either way, Johnny Morris is making money off of both ends selling his merch. It's absolutely brilliant. Not only is he conquering his own market, he's figured out a way to monetize the haters as well.
Hey, I'm sorry, I didn't see you there. I was too busy blocking out the haters.
So Johnny Morris has done it. He's vertically...
Yeah, IRL hate watchers, hate buyers, dude. Yeah, Bass Pro Shop fans are gonna be really mad when they hear you bought you bought the Bass Pro Shop merch and supported the brand.
Integrated everything. Like anything to do with
you for
fishing in
hiding.
America, he is inescapable. Like you got to go through this guy if you want to be able to catch fish, essentially. So he's like, okay, well, I need to expand into related markets. What's related to fishing? Hunting. Most people that fish hunt, vice versa. So there's another company, almost the same exact business model and storyline to him, but it's the hunting version, and that's Cabela's. So he buys Cabela's out for $5 billion and combines the brands together. After acquiring Cabela's, there's only one more company that he's actually competing with, and that's Sportsman's Warehouse. So he goes to buy them out too.
What
and he
the
gets
heck?
like all the way to the very end. They're about to sign the contract, and Bass Pro Shops is about to own Sportsman's Warehouse, and the government agency, the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, has to step in and stop the purchase of Sportsman's Warehouse, because if he buys it, they're going to declare it a legal monopoly. He
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, right?
is
Oh my
not allowed
god.
to buy up any more of the competition.
Oh.
This is the worst.
At this point, Johnny Morris has essentially won capitalism. The government has had to come in and say, no, you're way too good at selling fishing lures. You're not allowed to do this, because then you're literally going to be the only option in the entire country. We've got to stop you. Here's the gold star for winning capitalism. Great work. Enjoy being a billionaire. Have a nice day. So
He won Monopoly, the game. I hate Monopoly, the game, by the way. Last time I played it with friends, the game lasted like 5 hours, and I was already broke after 2 hours, so I was just watching my friends keep going.
Johnny Morris is like, okay, the government stepped in, not allowed to get any bigger at doing what I'm already doing. So my only other option now is to either just call it a day and retire, or I can expand into a related market. And at that point, he realizes like, okay, I'm going to do tourism. I'm already kind of in tourism already. I have the #1 tourist destination in Missouri, and my other stores are in the top 5 destinations in like 8 other states. So he gets more into tourism. He starts opening up Bass Pro Shop resorts, golf courses. He has a fucking music festival. And then one day, the Memphis Pyramid comes up for sale. And I know what you're thinking. Why the fuck is there a pyramid in Memphis? Great.
Bro, imagine there's just a pyramid on sale. You could buy the pyramid? I mean, if I had the money to buy a pyramid, of course I would. I just want you to know that I truly appreciate you for providing us all this entertainment and joy. Thank you very much, Ass Taster 48. I really appreciate that. There's one in Egypt. I mean, yeah, but surely those are not gonna be up for sale, right?
Great question. Well, in the 1950s, there was this architect that wanted to make a big-ass pyramid. He actually wanted to make 3 pyramids, but it never got that far. He never got around to it in his life, but his son also became an architect, and in the 1980s, he resurrected the idea, got the funding, and built the 7th largest pyramid in the world on the Mississippi River in Memphis. Right out of the gate, the Memphis Pyramid is extremely polarizing. You've got taxpayers that are like, I don't want you to take my tax money and build a giant fucking pyramid. No. And then there's other people that are like, fuck yeah, this is America, let's build a giant pyramid. And then you've got people coming out of left field like Alex Jones claiming that the people behind it are part of the occult and they're building a secret satanic worship temple or some shit.
These guys are admittedly into the occult. You can just look up their names. They're all over the local newspapers.
And originally, it was an event center. People were going to have basketball games there, boxing matches. Mike Tyson fought there. They were going to have concerts.
That actually makes sense. Like a wait, I think I've seen like a pyramid that's like a disco, like a club.
It's all kinds of stuff. So they started
I don't remember where that was.
building it in 1989. It finally opens up in 1991. And right before the Memphis Pyramid is about to open up, the maintenance crew goes up to the very top. And at the very top, there's a metal box welded at the top of the pyramid. And they're like, what the fuck is that? So they go, they get the project manager. They end up chipping away at this welding. They rip this box down. Inside this metal box is a smaller wooden box. So they pull that up, they open it, and there's like a of just incense and perfume and shit that comes out. And inside of the box is a fucking crystal skull inside of a velvet cloth.
Maybe the code thing is true. What the heck? Maybe the code thing is actually true? Why?
Don't worry, it gets weirder somehow. So they track down who put the crystal skull there, and somebody finally admits to doing it, and it is the founder of the Hard Rock Cafe and the House of Blues, Isaac Tigrit, because originally there was going to be a Hard Rock Cafe inside of the pyramid. Still raises the question, why the fuck are we putting crystal skulls at the top like it's an Indiana Jones movie? Isaac Tigrit's reasoning was, I'm not making this up, I promise you. I can show you the interviews where he talks about it. When Isaac Tigrit was 27 years old, he was drunk driving his Porsche and crashed it, careening it off a 400-foot cliff. And as the car is rolling down the cliff, an Indian man appeared and held him through the crash, and he walks out of this car wreck. The car is just completely obliterated, and he walks out without so much as a scratch or a bruise.
He appeared instantly in this room.
God.
He picked me up and put me on a bed. He pulled my tongue out. I'm watching this from above. He places his hand on my chest and pushes on my chest, and the spirit went right back into my body.
A couple years later, he's in a bookstore and he sees the Indian man that held him through this car crash on the back of a book and finds out that it's his Indian spiritual leader named Sai Baba. So he goes to India multiple times, ends up giving this guy millions and millions of dollars, and becomes best buddies with this Indian spiritual leader, Sai Baba.
Well,
Sai Baba finds
that's an interesting way to get rich. What the heck?
out that they're building a massive pyramid in Memphis and they're putting a Hard Rock Cafe on the top. Sai Baba gives Isaac this crystal skull and gives him instructions on how to mount it at the very top because it's gonna please the cosmos or put out good vibes or some shit. So that's what Isaac...
That's insane. What the heck? What the heck?
Tigrit does. Then, fast forward, the maintenance guys find it, they take it down, they track Isaac Tigrit down, and Isaac Tigrit is like, you need to put it back up there or you're gonna disrupt the cosmos. At which point they're like, no, that's fucking weird. We're not doing that. Alex Jones is already breathing down our neck, saying that we're some satanic cult.
I mean, why does it really matter though if there's a skull or not? I mean, okay, obviously, like that guy, he believes it was what is it? It's gonna disrupt the cosmos or whatever if it's not on there. But why would it matter if it's there? Is that a weird question? I don't care. I'm not for him, but what?
Friggin' frog's gay.
We're not mounting crystal skulls at the top of the fucking pyramid. So then people find out about this. People start saying that now the pyramid is cursed, and it's starting to look like it's true because the first night it opens up for a concert, the sewage backs up and ruins the entire event. From here, it's just bad thing after bad thing after bad thing happening. One of the maintenance crew guys plummets to his death. People keep falling down the staircases because the stairs are too steep because they built a concert venue inside of a fucking pyramid. The seats are uncomfy because they made them too small, trying to cram as many people.
Oh yeah, pyramid is kind of like the opposite shape you want for a big stadium or something, right?
Into this auditorium as possible, again, because it's a pyramid, which is not a great shape to have a concert venue to begin with. Eventually, a bunch of musicians refuse to even play that venue because apparently the acoustics inside of a pyramid aren't that great. The entire venue just becomes synonymous with not having a good time. It's a huge waste of taxpayer money. Memphis is actually losing money every single month keeping this place open, and the people in Memphis start referring to it as the Tomb of Doom. So by 2007, the entire venue is just shut down. Nobody wants to go there anymore, and now there's just a big, empty, haunted pyramid on the Mississippi River in Memphis, Tennessee. Cue Johnny Morris, the guy expanding his hospitality and resort business, and he's like, you know what? I could put a Bass Pro Shop in that motherfucker. It'd be awesome. At face value, it's...
Dude, that's such a... If you just hear that, that's such an insane idea. But it's so funny too. It's a fishing shop. I don't know. I mean, apparently fishing over there is very big. But it feels like such a niche thing, you know?
Funny, why wouldn't you go to a giant pyramid to buy a fishing lure? That's hilarious. But we're also gonna call it the Redneck Mecca. Why is that funny? Well, because Mecca is the holiest place in the Muslim faith, and every single Muslim on the planet is obligated to go there at least once in their life if they're physically and financially capable of doing so. We're gonna quietly insinuate that every redneck in North America has a religious obligation to make a pilgrimage to Memphis so that they can buy a fishing lure from our pyramid. Then we're gonna put a 100-room resort at the bottom of it. We're gonna have a bowling alley. There's gonna be an indoor swamp, a shooting range. It's gonna be fucking awesome.
Shooting range? Okay. I didn't think it could get more American, but okay, I guess so.
Why on earth would you want to put your retail business inside of a haunted pyramid? Because your customer base is rednecks. You want to know who doesn't give a shit about being haunted? Rednecks. If anything, it makes it better. You know what's more fun than being able to go to a pyramid to buy a fucking fishing lure? Being able to go to a pyramid, buy a fishing lure with the slight chance that you're gonna get to shoot a ghost with a shotgun loaded with rock salt, okay? Okay, these are rowdy, fearless individuals. These are who Charlie Daniels was talking about, okay? If you told a story about any other demographic on the planet that started out with they made a deal with Satan, it would be a cautionary tale where this guy loses his soul. Not rednecks. Rednecks are gonna beat that motherfucker in a fiddle contest, win a golden fiddle because they can. So the pyramid being cursed, definitely not a downside. If anything, it's an upside. The only real downside, to be honest with you, is that, well, you're creating a tourist attraction for rednecks, and if they're staying overnight, they're probably going to get drunk and rowdy and get naked and take a cannonball into the fish tank.
Man made quite a splash at a Bass Pro Shop when he swam naked. Police say he crashed his car in the parking lot, took off all of his clothes, he jumped into the water yelling cannonball.
And then, of course, there's the
Cannonball. He announced it, bro. What
cost.
the heck?
Obviously, buying the world's 7th largest pyramid that's on the river on prime real estate is going to be pretty expensive, whether it's haunted or not. So Johnny Morris doesn't really know if it's going to be a good business idea. He definitely doesn't want to lose money, so he just kind of like sets it in the hands of God and lets him make the decision. He decides, you know what? I'm just going to schedule a fishing
It's happened more than once, bro.
trip on the Mississippi River right near the pyramid, and I'm gonna go fishing for catfish, and if I catch a really big catfish, that's gonna be my sign that I'm gonna buy this pyramid. And sure enough, Johnny Morris goes on this fishing trip and catches a 34-pound fucking catfish in the shadow of the pyramid. Okay, do you understand the significance
Wait, you
of
guys,
what—
you need to look at that catfish. Whoa. Oh, look at them holding it up. Wait, is that him? He's just a cute old man.
fucking catfish in the shadow of the pyramid. Okay, do you understand the significance of what I've just told you? This is the most American thing that's ever happened, all right? A pyramid got built in Memphis. It's the 7th largest pyramid on the planet that people now think is haunted because some millionaire that opened up the Hard Rock Cafe was drunk driving his Porsche and had a vision that he was saved by an Indian spirit guide. So he had him place a crystal skull at the top, and then it was haunted and run out of business, and then it got brought back by some dude that became a billionaire by selling fishing lures out the ass end of a liquor store in Springfield, Missouri. So in conclusion, I guess I don't know. I don't know how I got here, to be honest with you. I guess if we could draw anything from this, pick whatever you want to do in life, even if it's something as simple as selling fishing lures and get so outrageously good at it that you can then financially justify buying a haunted pyramid. 'Cause America, I guess.
The devil worship fails. The hillbillies, the country boy can't survive. The John Deere hat wins. You lose, we win. Your little devil palace is falling down.
Oh my god, that's so cool. I want to visit it so bad. If I ever go to America, I want to go there really bad. Oh my god. Well, thank you everyone for watching. If you enjoyed, like and subscribe to my second channel. Come over to Twitch to watch me live. Maybe I'm live right now. Maybe I'm live soon. Who knows? It's true. If I'm not live right now, I'm probably live soon. Anyway. Thank you for watching my YouTube. Bye bye.